it's
Okay.
working. Okay. So you're here in Naropa University.
So you ready? You ready to become famous, Jared?
Already?
Yeah, it started.
Okay. We're here in Naropa University on Wednesday, July 8th, 2009, in the Naropa Green with the Naropa Healing Group. And what's your name?
My name is Jared Urchek. Yeah.
And you are a student here?
Yeah, senior in the interdisciplinary program with psychology and environmental studies and traditional history as focus.
And how long is this going on?
It's been going, I think, 2 years now. We started doing just once a week for like 2 hours, and then we went twice a week, 2 hours each. Now we're doing once a week for 4 hours.
So once a week for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And it's completely free. They have free food.
Yeah.
Lots of free food, and basically in a nutshell, what it is that you all do, what it is that you all provide to the group.
On like a label level, we do Reiki and oral chakra healing and a little bit of craniosacral, somato-emotional release kind of stuff. Basically, people who are walking by who are stressed out, who are, feeling off kilter, kind of have some emotional thing going on, some kind of mental thing going on, whatever it is, or even if they're just kind of curious, you can stop in and have like a 15-20 minute session of Reiki or some sort of energy or just healing. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It is. It's really great.
Completely free.
Yeah, completely free.
And I mean, I've come to you at least 2 or 3 times, and I've seen the effect of your work. There were times where I felt confused, and just my day was chaotic. And after coming here, you put your hands on my knees, and you do your procedure, and I left feeling grounded, feeling more on purpose, and I left with clarity in my mind. So I think, thank you.
Okay.
Definitely something to check out. If you end up living in Boulder, if you come to Naropa, definitely stop by on Wednesdays from
1:30 to 5:30.
1:30 to 5:30.
I can get it for you.
Thank you.
Do you have any stories of how the healing has helped people?
Let's see. Often we don't get people who come in like really distraught and who leave like enlightened. I mean, there's been a few people who've left enlightened. That's not joking. But there's been, especially when we first started, there were some people who came regularly, every single week, and I feel like it was really a nice thing to have as like a nice, gentle kind of support system. And there's been plenty of people who, have been able to leave, their shoulder feeling better, their knee feeling better,
When that guy I just worked on, his back was spasming.
Oh.
Now he feels like he can breathe. Kind of take a breath without spasming.
After one session?
After 10 minutes.
Wow. Fabulous.
And even like relationship stuff, like being able to have a little more, especially with the aura chakra reading. There's been so many people who've had a little more clarity, just from being able to come in here and hear somebody speak about the situation to them, and kind of hint it to them. It's really good all around.
What's your name?
Brendan.
Brendan.
I helped start the group with Jared and Aaron about almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So you're a student here as well?
I'm an alum.
Oh, are you? When did you graduate?
It's a really good question.
Was it 06? I think it was 05 or 06. Somewhere around there.
What was your field of study?
I did a degree, BA in contemplative psych with focus in transpersonal and somatic psych. And then I did a year in the master's program in somatic psych. And then I decided to withdraw and do this work a little bit more. I really love this work because it integrates somatic psychology, transpersonal psychology, and contemplative psychology. It brings in transpersonal, or brings in healing guides. bodies, or the transpersonal. And then brings in the somatic aspect, because I'm working over the body, working on the body as a state of mind, as an expression of the state of mind. I'm working with the chakra system that represents different states of mind in someone's psyche at any point. So if someone's feeling really anxious, then as I go to move my hand over their body, the sensations on my hands may get rougher and more intense over certain spots where their state of mind in that part of the body may be in conflict. And likewise, the physiology in that part of their body is conflicted too. There may be tension in their muscles, which constricts blood flow and nutrients and all kinds of other stuff. And then through having a healing guide come through my hands, and moving my hand over that part of the body, the sensations in my hand will decrease, become smoother and more fluid and more light. And I may even use some of my clairvoyance that I've learned to studying psychic presence to read what state of mind just shifted. It may have been anxiety to feeling of freedom and permission to engage with my experience right now, rather than just getting triggered back into some familial pattern of anxiety or whatnot.
And so you see, sounds like you see the impact of your work right there.
Immediately. Yeah.
And most of the people that are working here, and again, it's completely free, are trained.
I've been studying psychic crisis for a little over 2 years. So is Trisha, who comes here. Aaron helped start the group with me. I've been studying there for 10 months or something around there.
Some of these guys have come or are still currently attending to Naropa University, so we got both the practicing here and the intellectual part of it. We're going to classes and do this study. Is that right?
With this work?
Yeah.
I would say it's the intellectual part is using the mind as a tool of perception, as opposed to analyzing something. So I could be like, well, that anxiety probably relates with your mom, and blah, 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 blah. Or I can look clairvoyantly and see, oh, that anxiety is maybe a black color. And when I look at that black color, I see the word mom on it. and I get the feeling, or it looks like a mom kind of energy. It's kind of an intuitive crown chakra knowingness. Oh, that looks like your mom. And she's really anxious about your well-being. And you've identified with her anxiety about your well-being. I think, oh my gosh, I should be anxious about my well-being. And then through that work, and through being aware, is basically the contemplative aspect of it, and being mindful, I can keep myself neutral through using tools that I've learned with psychic crisis. Let go of triggers that come up, because I might have a similar kind of anxiety. I might identify with a similar kind of anxiety that my mom has about me. So I could be like, my solar plexus all of a sudden tenses up when I move my hand over that spot. I'm like, oh, I have a similar issue. And that's the mindfulness aspect. As I heal myself of that and relax that part of my body, then that gives that person the opportunity to relax that part of their body. It's basically healing through example. So in some respects, I'm not healing them at all. It's holding an example of love or compassion or freedom or whatever, and letting that person's body, that person's state of mind match that, or tune to it. We as humans learn through attunement. We mimic each other. We're really little. We mimic our parents. We mimic your friends. We learn, over time we differentiate between, oh, I don't want to mimic that. I do want to mimic that.
Great.